So what we are discussing Pascal's law. So according to the Pascal's law, the liquid transmit the pressure equally in all the direction. Okay, so we can prove it also. Okay, so now today what we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss about the effect of pressure or general effect of gravity. Generally, if we say the effect of gravity on pressure. So what is the heading you will write? That is effect of gravity on pressure. Effect of effect of gravity effect of gravity on pressure. This is the right. I hope the board is visible. Yes, it is. Okay. So today what we are going to discuss, that is effect of gravity on pressure. This is our pressure force per unit area. Okay. So today what we are going to discuss, that is effect of gravity on pressure. Okay. Generally, that we can consider a vessel or a container that is filled with water or any liquid it is filled. Now I have put a cylindrical container or vessel inside it. Okay, like this. Okay, so and the height of this vessel is generally h. Okay, so what will happen? This vessel is inside the liquid. So what will happen? The layer, each of the layer of the liquid, it applies the same pressure everywhere of this, every point of this container. Okay, so if you ask in the surface, suppose the layer is applying a pressure P1, same the lower, the bottom will also, the layer of foam air will also apply some force over this surface, so it is P2. And also, because it is a vessel, it will always apply some force in the downward direction that is equal to its weight. It will be something like that. Okay. So this is any container we have placed inside the liquid, and what we are talking about fluid statics. Clear? So now the thing is that layer will apply some pressure on the upper surface of the cylindrical vessel and also will apply some pressure from the downward direction on the surface of the vessel, and also the another type of force that will work over here, that is equal to the weight of that vessel we have taken. Okay. So now if we find out the pressure, this is surface 1, this is surface 2. So if we talk the pressure at surface 1, and that is P1, and that is equal to F1 upon area, because we have taken the area of the cylindrical is same, the area of cross section of both the sides will be same. So the pressure at 1 is P1 equals to F1. From here we will find out the force, and the force is F1 equals to P1 into A. So this is the force this surface is exerting due to the liquid layer, due to the layer of the liquid, or basically you can say due to the liquid. Okay. The same way, what is the amount of pressure that the side to the surface to will exert, and it is P2, and this P2 is equals to F2 upon A, and from here we can also find out the force. The force is F2, and it can be written as P2 into A. So this is the downward force, this is the upward force that the container is exerting. Okay, so note it down. Now, this other type of force that is working over here, that force is weight. Weight is always equal to mg, and mass can be written as volume into density. Okay, volume into density into g. And if A is the area of cross section, S is the height, then the volume is given by A into H rho into G. So generally we have three types of forces over here. One P1 generally due to the pressure P1. The second is due to the bottom P2 and from that F2, and another that is weight of the vessel, cylindrical vessel, and that weight is equals to mg, and we replace the value m equals to v into rho, where v is the volume, rho is the density, and g is the acceleration due to gravity. So this formula will become ah rho gh. Okay. Now we talk about equilibrium. At equilibrium, what will happen? The net downward force is always equal to the net upward force. Okay. So what we can write? At equilibrium. And when the cylinder is at equilibrium, what will happen at equilibrium? So the net downward force is equals to net upward force. Okay. So at equilibrium, what is the net downward force? Is the force that is working in the downward direction is equal to the force that will work in the upward direction. So in downward direction, which type of forces are working? One is F1 due to this upper side, due to the top of the container, plus that is equals to the weight, because the weight is also acting in the downward direction, and that is equals to in the upward force, and the upward force is F2. Now we take the value P1, A1 plus the value of W is AH rho into G, and is equals to that is P2 A2 A. Generally, I am considering area A. The area of the cross section of both the cylinder is A. So A is common from every side. A will get cancelled. The formula will become P1 plus rho GH is equals to P2, or what we can write it, P2 minus P1 is equals to rho GH. So this is the formula we will get. And that formula is P2 minus P1 is equals to rho GH. So this is the difference in pressure is equals to rho GH. Okay? Note till this point. So now this is the value of P2 minus P1 equals to rho GH. Now what we can do, this is the difference between the pressure. Now what we do, if we open this first surface over here, means we'll put it middle upward direction, and we open this surface for atmosphere. So what will happen? This pressure P1 can be replaced by the atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure, because we know that in our surrounding the atmosphere is present, so the atmosphere will also apply some pressure. Okay, so that pressure is known as what? Atmospheric pressure. So now if we will put this cylindrical vessel little up, it is open for the atmospheric pressure. So what we can do? We can replace this P1 by atmospheric pressure, and P2 we can consider the type of pressure. So let's find out what is the difference between. So what we can write, if the surface 1 is open for, if the surface 1 is open for atmosphere, if the surface 1 is open for atmosphere, then what will happen? This P1 can be replaced by PA, and this is generally known as atmospheric pressure. Okay, and the P2 will become P. Now if you find out the pressure difference, the pressure difference will become P minus PA is equals to rho GH. So generally we can say that change in the pressure or the pressure is basically depends on the depth, that is H. So this is the another relation. So sometimes this P is known as actual pressure and the PA is also known as atmospheric pressure. So now this pressure difference is generally known as gauge pressure. Gauge pressure. Gauge pressure. Sometimes this difference between the pressure is known as gauge pressure. Clear? So this pressure difference is known as gauge pressure. Or what else you can write? If you want to find the actual pressure when the buffer surface is open for atmosphere, then the actual pressure will become, we'll simply here PA plus rho GH. Means the actual pressure is greater than the atmospheric pressure by a quantity that is rho GH. Okay, so this is generally known as the effect of gravity. Now, how we can understand the effect of gravity? This we need to know. So this you can note down. If the surface was open for atmosphere, we will replace the P1 with atmospheric pressure, P2 with any type of pressure that is known as actual pressure, and this is the difference. Okay. So now what is the effect? Generally we are discussing the effect. So what will be the effect? Now we know that in the absence of gravity, in the absence of gravity means whenever G is equal to 0, by only that case P2 will become equal to P1 or P will become equal to P. So you can say that the Pascal's law will only applicable generally whenever that in the absence of gravity, there is no gravity, only then it will be work. So there is a very large effect of gravity on this. This you must know. In the presence of gravity, it will become like this: P equals to actual pressure equals to atmospheric pressure plus rho GH. But in the absence of gravity, if you will need to know, in the absence of gravity, whenever G will become 0, then the pressure at surface 2 will become equal to the pressure at surface 1. So the difference between the pressure is known as gauge pressure. Okay, so this is the effect of gravity. Means if you talk about the pressure in all the points inside the liquid is same. In the absence of gravity, the pressure will be same inside the liquid. We are talking about inside the liquid. The pressure will be same. But when the pressure will be same in the absence of gravity, if there is no gravity, it means that is any vessel that is placed inside the liquid will exert the same amount of pressure from all the direction. So this is Pascal's law. Okay, and this is the effect of gravity on Pascal law. You generally say that, or you can say